Q from 17th Letter Productions, and today I'm going to show you how I made the beat called Midnight Moonroof. So this is another boom bap type beat that got real raw energy. It was made in the key of D minor at 85 BPMs, and I used the Native Instruments Prospect Haze, Infamous Flow, and Sacred Future expansions, along with Sway, Cloud Supply, and 40's very own key play series. So let me show you how I put this together. So I have FL Studio pulled up, and I have Machine loaded as a plugin here, and I have the Prospect Haze expansion here. And the thing with this expansion, a lot of the one shots here are just different chords. So I found all of these chords called Angel Dust 1 through 16 that I used to build a melody out of. So really, they're just literally just a bunch of different one shots. There's one. There's some kind of bell. Another type of bell. So I picked out the ones that I liked out of these different chords, and I built a melody around it. So let me show you how I did this. So for the main melody of this beat, I got these two chords, Angel Dust 4 and 5, along with 14. And I'll show you what each one of these different sounds sound like. But yeah, I just came up with a pattern here. So this is one chord. Get another one. So I used those three different sounds to make this pattern. So they just go back and forth between each other. For the second part of the verse, it's the same chord pattern. The only difference is that I added another one of these chords in the middle of the bar. For the hook, I used these three different chords here. And I built out this pattern here. For a counter melody, I use these two chords here. And came up with this pattern. So it's just two notes going back and forth, or two chords going back and forth. I introduced this other melody here that plays throughout the beat. And then I built a new pattern around that chord just to give it a different variation. So those are all the chords that make up the main melody for the most part. I used a preset, the bass synth in the Sway play series as my bass, and I came up with three different melodies for the first and second part of the verse and for the hook. So this is the first part. This is the second part of the verse. So this is just a 2-bar loop that plays over and over for the second part of the verse. And this is the bass for the hook. I used a preset in a cloud supply called Paku that I used just for some atmosphere to add to the beat. So this is the first part of the verse. This is the second part of the verse. And this is the hook. It's just a one sustained note that plays throughout the hook. Here I have 40's Very Own Keys, another play series, and they had a set of mallets that I really liked, so I used them. This plays throughout the whole beat. For the drums, I used a combination of the infamous Flow expansion, the Sacred Futures expansion, and a drum loop out of Prospect Haze. The drum loop out of Prospect Haze I used as ghost drums. So for the ghost drums, it's just a loop out of the F-Up1 drum kit, and I used Fruity Slicer to chop it up and just played that as my ghost drums underneath my main drum. So I'll show you what that sounds like by itself. And then I'll go ahead and play with the main drums. So I went ahead, laid out all my patterns, and came up with this beat here. So I'll go ahead and play the full beat for y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all could like and subscribe, that would be great. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.